afternoon, everyone. Raw Guy here. It is windy out here by the corn. It's October 21st. I got the cooler up front. You know what that means? Guys Run 2022. CJ2022. Let's go. Should be a good weekend. We got some good weather. We got some good friends. We got some good pop in the cooler there. We're going to go down on the cabin on Black Duck Lake. We're going to do a night run tonight from Scott's camp. And you'll see that on one video, and the main run tomorrow will be on the next video. We got a destination in mind for tomorrow. We're going to go see if we can hit up Angie's Pub and Grill or bar or restaurant, whatever it is, up there in Middleton area. So we're basically going that way, then coming up that way, then doing a big loop, coming around that way again. You'll see it on the run. I'm not going to record the way down there because it's mostly just fire road, but we'll see you down there anyway. Main cabin, not staying there. We're gonna go down to Ledge's Lodge. Here's the cabin. Well, that is Ledge's Lodge, I guess. There's a whole bunch of rooms and like game room and deck and all kinds of cool stuff up there. Never been in there, just seen the pictures. This is where we're staying, the cabin. I love this place. That is Black Duck Lake. That is our cabin. That is where we're gonna bunk. Gotta get set up here. Todd with the quick rollover. There's only a couple of us going on the night run here tonight. Most of the other guys are just chilling over on the cabin of Black Duck Lake, Ledge's Lodge. So I don't think we're going too far. We're just doing the typical kind of 5-4 and shot off into the woods there for a little bit. High beams, super high beams. Good to go whenever the rest of the guys are. Haven't been on a night run for quite a long time. Can't actually remember the last time I was on a night run. It's definitely over the winter, but can't remember when. I'd have to look back at my old my videos. I love running at night. I've said it many times. The trails, everything look different at night. Trails, terrain, sky, everything. I'm trying something different here too. I actually got my camera set in 30 frames a second rather than the 60 that I normally do, and then what I'm going to do is call extrapolate into a 60 frame per second render when I do my videos. I know that's a lot of fancy words, but the whole thing with 30 frames per second at night is to do that. No, the whole thing of 30 frames a second at night is to allow more light exposure per second of video. So maybe it won't turn out so grainy, because I notice when I record in 60 frames a second at night, it's pretty grainy. What a difference. Down trees that we see over the weekend here, because I actually haven't been out in the woods since we had Hurricane Fiona come through. Now, the Annapolis Valley did not get hit nearly as hard as northern parts of Nova Scotia, you know, Cape Breton, even parts of Halifax. Parts of Halifax were without power for days. We only lost it down this way for a couple hours, really. But yeah, it was some pretty devastating winds. So I have, you know, we've got saws and stuff on the bikes, but hopefully we don't, on our route, run through a lot of downed trees, because that would just kind of suck. Have to clear it all out. But at the same time, it needs to be done. So I'll suggest that if you're going anywhere in the next couple weeks, going into the winter time, you know, take a saw with you. whether that be a power saw. I'd like to get a little electric saw. I had one, and then I gave it to Dad because he needed it, so I should get another one, but it is what it is, whatever. But I got a little buck saw in the box of my ATV here, the Grizzly box. I think Mark went a little higher after going through this puddle here. Grizzly only has 700 cc's in it, but it runs real good, so that's the one thing about a single cylinder over any double cylinder. I do find the single cylinders really, really torquey right off of the hop, like all the way through the throttle range. Now you get into a double cylinder or a triple cylinder, and you know they'll beat you on the high end anytime, mid to high end, but for the low end torque, nice big single cylinder high cc motors where it's at. I still think the best single cylinder out there, the best one that sounds the best, is the Suzuki, the King Quad 750. That thing's got a paint can for a cylinder. That's huge. And the side-by-sides, got to be the Yamaha YXZ or the Maverick X3. I love the sound of those triples. Yeah, we're just discussing the route. We're not going to go too far tonight. We're just going to do a short route because we want to get back and sit by the fire and have some pops, as you do when you're out in the woods with your friends. I was just asking everybody if my spotlights are too bright for them, because it's I do have them aimed up a little bit, kind of towards where my high beam would be, but man, these rigid pod lights are just phenomenal. That's a huge difference between, you know, Mark's got 4 of those kind of eBay lights on the front of that thing, and then I have just 2 of these spotlights, and I'm putting out more lumens out of these 2 pods than, you know, Mark does. Oh, I'm getting fat. Too many burgers. Let's go. I like this tighter woods running here anyway. This is part of the 4A system. It's just nice to get out at night. I like night running. Man, I can't see anything behind me. I gotta reverse and hold my brake light on. Looks like low range. Recording? Yes, I am. It's hard to see the little light in the GoPro. I don't have any mirrors on this bike. It rained pretty good. Twice this week, or last week. This week, it's still Friday. Anyway, the trails seem to be a little bit wetter than usual. Like, a lot of the dips and areas where you're finding in the trails are just full of water now. Just low areas. I don't mind it. Dress for it. Keeps the dust down, we think. Talk about a rock solid side by side, that OG Kawasaki Teryx that's up there, that belonged to a friend of ours who bought it, or yeah, Mark bought that from a friend of ours who's put I don't know how many hours and miles on that thing. Just a rock solid unit. It's seen a lot of rough stuff, but you know what, it's held up great. I know Mark maintains it, the previous owner maintained it well. What do I hear? Has he got like a stick or something? I think he's got a stick wrapped around his A-arm in the back. Going I can hear it from here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. If he doesn't notice the sound, I'll let him know. That's a little bit of a widowmaker. Missed it. That's funny. Running the old classic Swamp Light tires. Super flexible, super grippy. Great all-terrain tire. They just don't wear that well. They're a soft compound rubber. They wear out pretty quick. I shot the camera off and damn near ripped the visor off the top of my helmet here. Just a branch just going across, just caught it and just ripped my head back. Woods. rail's just saturated with water. Reverse. He's got a reverse light on that thing. That would be handy. I can't see. Whoa, don't roll it. Don't roll it. He must have that reverse light hooked up to the reverse light switch in the dash. Old Polaris 500 putting in work. It's a very clear night. I know the camera never picks it up, but there's a lot of stars up there. Uh-oh, there's the hole. We did that last year. Bit of a swamp in there. Guaranteed it's a lot of water in there now. I am definitely not dressed for that. Touch bottom. Creepy crawling. That's the only thing I don't like, I guess would concern me about looking into side-by-sides, especially, well, not so much all side-by-sides, the YXZ. I am just enamored with the YXZ. I love them. I love the platform. I love the reliability. But I do a lot of kind of creepy crawling stuff like this. I know the 2019 gear set is a lot lower by 30% on the first gear than the previous ones. I would like to hear for some YXZ owners. Is it low enough? I can watch all of the videos that are on YouTube about the YXZ, and Of course, everybody thinks that their machine is the best thing since sliced bread. But I would like to hear from a YXZ owner who maybe switched to a different brand because of X reason. That's what I'd be more apt to talk to. I was just looking for some speed. Not the drug. Well, speed like this is kind of a drug. We're headed back to the cottage on Black Duck Lake. And anyway, it cooled off quite a bit, actually. Cooled off and it's kind of damp. The sky's clear, but it's just kind of damp. We stopped for a little bit back there just for a break, and yeah, it got damp. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the cottage and sitting next to that fire, that wood stove. Camps and cottages across the lakes there, or across the lake. It's pretty neat at night. Hope the camera's not fogging up here too. I've had a problem in the past where the GoPro will heat up in conditions like this, and it actually fogs the lens on the backside. Some of the guys are going to stop at Scott's camp, grab a couple things for tonight, and the rest of them are going to meet me over at Black Duck. I think I'm just going to be heading over there myself. And the other 3/4 of the guys are already over there. They could be done for the night. Yeah, we'll see. Can't see. Oh, look at that beautiful RZR turbo. Off. Lights off. Engine off. It's dark. Can't see. Gotta grab my cooler out of here. Can't see. Just tripping over bushes and okay. Let's see if everybody is still alive. Well, everybody's still upright.
You think that's sick? Yes, sir. Holy Jesus! You're back!
I'm back!
How'd you do?
No, it's bad. We didn't go far.
Oh, didn't you?
No. Just along the number 5 and 4 trails and stuff, so.